Today on Things I Love, we're talking all about Galaxy's Edge over at Disneyland in California and Walt Disney World in Orlando. Well, welcome back to Things I Love. We're at show number 10. Can you believe it? Show number 10. We finally hit the double digits, and I'm so excited to be with you today. We're talking all about Galaxy's Edge, the new Star Wars land over at Disneyland in Anaheim, California, and Walt Disney World in Orlando. But before we get to that, I want to share with you today's toy update. I got this Yoda hut from Lego. I've been on a Star Wars kick lately, as you know, but I've also been on a Lego kick. And so it kind of goes all together. Been loving it. Got this hut from Empire Strikes Back, Yoda's hut. You can kind of look right in there. I'm going to have some pictures for you here. And then you flip it over here, and there's Yoda and R2-D2 and Luke. And it's got some cool action stuff here. You can hook Luke onto this and stand him right up here and then shoot him off as he's hanging down. And you can put him here and launch him off from that. And then I love this over here. It's got this little thing where you can stand him up where he's floating in midair, if you remember that from Empire Strikes Back. Love it. Just had a lot of fun with this. This is really compact. I've been loving these smaller sets. You know, I would love to have the Millennium Falcon. I'd love to have the TIE Fighter, X-Wing, and stuff like that, and we're going to get those at some point. But I love that these kind of sit nicely on my shelf. And they're also much cheaper. I've been looking for sales, and I think this one was 15 bucks. Which is on sale. I think it retails for 25. But got that one. I'm excited about that. And then waiting in the wings here, I got Anakin's Jedi Starfighter and Darth Vader transformation. Got those ready to go as well. Hopefully, maybe put one of those together this afternoon. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving the Lego, and I'm loving Star Wars. But like I said, today we're going to talk all about Galaxy's Edge. There's all kinds of rumors that have been online, and then just recently Disney just released tons of photos about all the new stuff coming at Galaxy's Edge. And so today I am fired up because we're going to be talking about Galaxy's Edge. If you're a Star Wars fan and if you're a Disney fan, you've been all over the Twitter sphere watching what's coming and getting excited about it. And I am so excited because this past couple weeks, Disney released a bunch of pictures and just stuff that's coming out with Galaxy's Edge, and I just want to talk about it today. So I'm going to show you some of those photos. I'm also going to be linking down in the show notes where you can find those online. Lots of good stuff out there, and I want to make sure that you go there and check those out. But I'm going to be showing you these photos today as we talk, so let's get started. Disneyland is going to be launching Galaxy's Edge on May 31st. So you're going to want to go ahead and get your reservations for that, and I do mean get your reservations because that's how they're going to do this for the first few months. You're going to need to get reservations May 31st through June 23rd. And if you're staying on resort, if you're staying on property at one of their hotels, then you automatically got a reservation. They haven't talked anymore about how they're doing crowd control and all that, because you know it's going to be crazy busy there in Anaheim. But make sure that if you're going to be going to Galaxy's Edge during those times, that you get a reservation and just go ahead and get online and start trying to get all that done now. All right. Well, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and that's where I'm going to be going, is going to be opening August 29th. I would love to be there opening day. If anybody wants to help me out, you can do that. But I'm going to get there as soon as I can. I can't get there fast enough. It's going to be opening in 2 phases. Okay, so there's two attractions, 2 rides inside of Galaxy's Edge. One of those is the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and one of those is the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance attraction. Well, the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is going to be opening first. It's going to be kind of a soft opening, and then they're going to open the Rise of the Resistance ride a little bit later in the year. There's still no dates for the Walt Disney World Hotel that's going to be opening in Orlando. It's going to be awesome, though. The rumors are it's going to be a 3 or 4 day experience where you're just completely immersed, and it's going to be connected to that part of the park in Hollywood Studios, so you can just go straight from the hotel to the park. But more on that as it comes later down the road. So once again, Disneyland opening May 31st, and Disney's Hollywood Studios opening August 29th. Now, you need to know it's going to be, the land there is going to be set between Episode 8, The Last Jedi, and the upcoming Episode 9. So it's important to know that that's kind of where this land firmly sits. And this land, this planet, is called Batuu. Batuu. And you may be like, I've never heard of Batuu. But it's in the Black Spire Outpost, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, now I know where where it is. But it's a crossroad for travelers, adventurers, and smugglers in the Outer Rim region. I want to talk a little bit more about Batuu a little bit later, but that is where Galaxy's Edge fits, and it kind of makes sense now, right? Galaxy's Edge, it's on the outer region, so yeah, it's gonna be Batuu. It's pretty cool. And then we've got the attractions. The attractions are, like I said, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run and Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is going to be it's going to be amazing. Look, I grew up playing with my Star Wars and my Millennium Falcon and my TIE Fighter and all that, and it's all going to be there, and you can all go inside of it. It's going to be crazy. So this is one of the things that I love about what they're doing here is that you're going to be able to go inside of the Millennium Falcon. Not only that, you're going to be able to pilot the Millennium Falcon. You're going to be able to be a gunner on the Millennium Falcon. You're going to be able to do all kinds of things. It's going to be amazing. It's a 6-person cockpit, driver, gunner, engineer. Your performance does matter on it. They're saying that it's going to be attached to your magic band, in the sense that whenever you say you go to buy a drink at the cantina, well, they're going to be able to say, well, wait a minute, you had a problem on the Millennium Falcon. I'm not sure that we want to serve you here. Or yeah, it looks like you just landed the Millennium Falcon. You did a great job, and so here's this, and so it's all going to be connected via how well you did on the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. It's just going to be awesome. Who knows exactly how that's going to roll out, but it's going to be pretty incredible. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, that ride is going to find yourself in the middle of a battle between the First Order and the Resistance. You're going to step aboard a Resistance troop transport ship captured by a Star Destroyer, escape on a transport vehicle, which is trackless, by the way, pretty awesome. Leave the vehicle to walk into the detention cell. Look, I'm saying all this to say the traditional queues that you wait in line for these attractions are going away. You're going to feel like you're on the ride before you're even on the ride. Like I said, you're going to board the Resistance troop transport ship, and then you're going to be captured by the Star Destroyer, and then you're going to escape on a transport vehicle, and all of that is before you even get on the attraction. So it's going to be amazing. So super excited about those 2 attractions. And those are the two major attractions of Galaxy's Edge, but there's all kinds of other stuff, and we're going to get into that right now. One of those is the food. I love food, and Disney has done an amazing job of connecting the food to the land. Toy Story Land just opened up and just had some really cool stuff there that connects to that story, and Avatar, Pandora, Land of Avatar, they've done a great job as well with that. They're going to take it to another level with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. All the foods that are in the movies, especially the drinks. There's going to be Oga's Cantina with alcoholic drinks and non-alcoholic drinks. Some of the alcoholic drinks include the Bespin Fizz and the Bloody Rancor and Dagobah Slug Slinger, Fuzzy Tauntaun, Jedi Mind Trick, Jet Juice. I mean, look, these names just evoke emotion in all of us Star Wars lovers. And then the non-alcoholic libations include Black Spire Brew, Blue Bantha, Carbon Freeze, the Cliff Dweller, the Hyperdrive, Punch It, the Jabba Juice, Mugen Tea, and Terran Tea. Really cool names of those things. And then you've got the milk stand. You got to have the milk stand because in the movies you've got the blue milk and the green milk. Those are iconic. And of course, in the heat of Orlando and Southern California, they can't have actual milk. It would be gross. So they're having a kind of a plant-based product, coconut or various things that they'll be doing. It'll be a frozen drink. Kind of reminds me a little bit of butterbeer over at Universal, if you've ever had the drink there from Harry Potter. Sounds a little bit like that. And then you got Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo. That's going to have most of the dishes that come from this place. all kinds of the animals and stuff and the creatures throughout the Star Wars canon. You know, you're going to be able to eat them now. It's going to be pretty cool to be able to do that. Then you got Ronto Roasters, which has got sandwiches of various kinds, and Katsaka's Kettle, which of course is, you know, Disney World and Disneyland are famous for their popcorn, and so it's going to be a colorful outpost mix of popcorn. And then you got, in addition to the food, you've got shopping, some really cool shops. I hope you love these pictures. Like I said, I'm going to be putting a link in the show notes to kind of go online and look deeper into some of these pictures. But Doc Ondar's Den of Iniquities. I'm sorry, I said it like they meant for you to think it was. It's Den of Antiquities. But a little play on words there. Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. And then Savi's Workshop. I'm really looking forward to this, where you can build your own lightsaber. Who knows how much those are going to run? The rumors are like 100 to 150 bucks. But look, I'm saving up my pennies for that. Gonna get a lightsaber. Droid Depot, where you construct your own astromech droids. The Creature Stall, where you can adopt a critter. There's lots of creatures in the Star Wars world, Star Wars universe, and so you can adopt a critter. And then I'm kind of liking this, the First Order and Resistance stalls. These are just some stalls throughout the universe there to buy uniforms, supplies, and gear. I'm loving that. I kind of want to get a Poe Dameron jacket. Kind of love his jacket there, and so excited about that. We went to Disney back in October, and they had just kind of begun to unveil the Disney Play app with Toy Story Land and really cool stuff that they're already doing there, where you can kind of interact with your surroundings, with your environment. Well, this is going to again go to another level with Disney's Galaxy's Edge. You're going to be able to make choices that benefit the dark or the light side. You're going to unlock more story about the land around you. You can interact with objects. You can hack. This is awesome. You can hack the First Order's surveillance. Or you can work for the First Order and reactivate sensors that others have tampered with. So, like, you know, you're hacking in and out of the First Order and the Resistance, and incredible. There's going to be a translator on there so that you can translate via kind of a QR code kind of thing, where you take a picture of something in another language, and then it'll translate for you. Just pretty cool how they're like, look, phones are part of who we are. You know, like it or love it, phones are part of our everyday life. And so they're integrating that into this world, and what no better place than Star Wars, right? To have this electronic device that'll help you enjoy the land even better. So I'm excited about that. Excited about what they're going to do. I'm more of one of those guys that likes to try to not use my phone very much when I'm at Disney World. But I can totally see how this could enhance that specific experience at Galaxy's Edge because of just kind of the futuristic aspect of it. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do there. Cast members, this is pretty cool. Cast members are going to be dressed up in some amazing costumes, and I'll show you some of those. You know, from the First Order to the Resistance. And you know, in the movies they look like lots of really heavy, thick clothing. Well, they've made it to look that way, but with thin fabrics, and they're not as many layers, but they look like they're layers. They're like folded over certain ways and everything, so they don't pass out in the heat in Orlando and in Anaheim. But just really cool costumes, and not only that, but the cast members are going to be encouraged to talk about their specific history in the canon of Star Wars. Now they got to do their research, because they can't change the storyline of the Star Wars universe, but they do, much like in Pandora, World of Avatar. They're going to be able to talk to you about where they come from, and you know, what they do and various things. They're going to be totally entrenched into this world. Whereas the rest of Walt Disney World, you know, it's a cast member that's, you know, got their name Mike from San Diego or whatever. You know, this is going to be Mike from Tatooine or from Hoth, or Sarah from wherever it happens to be in the Star Wars universe, and they're going to be able to share that with you. So a lot of work on their part, but I commend them. It's going to make our experience that much more awesome. If you haven't yet seen the A1000 advanced animatronics that they're going to be using, there's an incredible video. I will link it in the show notes of Hondo Onaka, who's previously seen on the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. Look, this animatronics is amazing. It's amazing. You can't even fathom it until you watch it. So check that video out. It's nothing like Hall of Presidents, which I got to give Hall of Presidents props. It's awesome, but this Hondo Onaka moves so fluidly, and it just seems real, and so check that out. But yeah, the cast members look like they've come right out of Star Wars canon, out of the universe, and so just really excited about that. So that's a quick overview of all of these rumors that have been revealed online from Disney, and I just want to quickly kind of wrap up by sharing with you, out of all these things, what it is that I love the most. And we're going to start with where it is. It's on the planet of Batuu. So when you enter into Galaxy's Edge, they're doing what they're calling compressing you, so that they can expand your mind. So you're going to be walking into the universe from in Walt Disney World, one of 2 different entrances, and in Disneyland, one of 3 different entrances. But they're going to make it tight, make your entrance into Galaxy's Edge, into Batuu, tight, so that when you get to the other side and the light opens up, it's like the curtain has just come open on a movie theater, and all of a sudden this world is alive in front of you. And the thing that I love is Batuu has not until recently been in the Star Wars canon. It is a place that nobody has ever seen in the movies or the books or comics or anything. And I love that because it puts everybody on the level playing field. You know, if you're a Star Wars fan, you're gonna love it. It's gonna feel a lot like the Star Wars universe in various places. It's a little bit, it feels like Tatooine, actually, a little bit, in my opinion. But if you don't know anything about Star Wars, you don't have to do your research to find out about Batuu. It's beginning to make its way into the Star Wars canon. There was a quick reference in the Solo movie, A Star Wars Story, and it's beginning to make its way into books and comics and things. But up until now, it has not been, and so I think that's kind of cool. I think that's kind of a great way to get everybody involved, to get everybody on the same playing field. And so Batuu, I'm excited to learn more about it. Next thing I want to talk about is the Millennium Falcon attraction. Look, I've always wanted to fly this thing since I was a little kid, and I love the fact that you're going to be able to do that. But here's what I love more than anything. There's not going to be a queue. There's going to be no line. That's what they say, at least. There's going to be no line. Literally, you're entering the Millennium Falcon, and you're just walking around. You're just enjoying the Millennium Falcon, and at some point in that process, they get your name and your party's name, and they'll just call your party's name when it comes time. Now, look, it may be 4 hours later, who knows, but during that time, you get to just walk around the Millennium Falcon. You get to sit at the chessboard there, and who knows if you'll get to play or not, but you get to just be a part of the Millennium Falcon, and somehow they're getting rid of the queues. And it's not done yet. We don't know how it's going to play out in the end, but on paper, that sounds really incredible. That you can just enjoy your environment without having to stand in a line, a single file line, while waiting for your time to fly the Millennium Falcon. That's awesome to me, and I'm excited about how that plays out in the end. Look, I'm sure it's not going to be without its hiccups. But I'm excited about the way that they're planning this, the way that they're creating it. Another thing that I love is Oga's Cantina. I just love the cantina scene at Mos Eisley in Star Wars: A New Hope, and this kind of hits all the buttons for me on that. If you saw the pictures, and you can go a little deeper and look at the pictures, the link in my show notes. It just looks incredible. You've got the robot from Star Tours. If you've ridden that attraction over at Hollywood Studios, he's going to be DJing, and he's going to have a 3-hour loop. And so you can come back at any time, pretty much, and you're going to have a different experience there. But having all those drinks that are so iconic, and just the word cantina, it just gets me excited when it comes to Star Wars, and so I'm excited about that. Shopping, I'm one of the few guys in the world that can say that he loves shopping if it's for the right thing, and everything in Galaxy's Edge is going to be the right thing. It's just going to be incredible to be able to build my own lightsaber, and this place, Savi's Workshop, apparently is going to be kind of hidden. And you have to find it because it's illegal to be building, with the First Order, it's illegal to be building lightsabers, and so they have to kind of keep it hidden, and you got to find it, and then you got to get a lightsaber made for you, and kind of feel, like I said, it feels a little bit like the wand shop in Harry Potter, Universal. So, but I'm excited about that, and being able to just buy all kinds of souvenirs and movie memorabilia and clothes and stuff that deals with Star Wars. It's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be awesome. And so that's it. That's Galaxy's Edge. I'm very, very excited. I can't get there fast enough. I'm hoping to make it there sometime within 2019. We'll see. If not, definitely in 2020. And maybe that'll be when all the lines have calmed down a little bit, and that'll be even better. But I hope you've enjoyed this show number 10. Excited to be in the double digits. And if you would give us a thumbs up and like this video, that really helps us out here at YouTube. And then subscribe for this channel. We're putting out these positive videos every week, just videos about stuff that I love, so that we can help you discover what it is that you love. We can find some common ground. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to comment down below on what it is that you are most looking forward to in Galaxy's Edge. I want to hear from you what you're most looking forward to, and we can talk about it and get excited about it together. And then also make sure that you hit that little bell so that you can be notified every week of these videos, and just continue sharing the love, spreading the love. And so I've enjoyed today. I've been wanting to talk about Galaxy's Edge for a long time, and there'll be more to come because just more coolness is going to be coming out of Disneyland and Walt Disney World, and I'm excited to share it with you. All right, so this is Things I Love with me, Mark Eddington. Just a little bit about me to help you be more you.